We are present here at Jantar Mantar to talk about Jammu and Kashmir. Until today, we have seen that there has been no voice coming from Jammu and Kashmir to talk about their own very state. And the sudden removal of Article 370 has came upon as a shock on many Indians and every international nation which has been involved in the Jammu and Kashmir case. But what the Kashmiris have to say has been lost in this whole debates about whether the Kashmir matter is the correct way or the wrong way. So we are here present with Mannat, who is going to inform us about what the conditions of Kashmir are and whether she has been able to contact her Kashmiri families over there.
Till now, I have not been able to contact my family in Kashmir. I haven't got any call from them, so I don't know if they are fine, if they are, how they are. I don't know anything about that, and it's a very shocking thing which has suddenly happened to the state. Bifurcation of the state, removal of both the articles, Article 370 and 35A. So right now the situation in the state is very tensed, and it feels like we are in some sort of a cage. That is what I can say about all this. Troops in hundreds have been imposed, hundreds, thousands. On every few meters there are 5-6 army men waiting for you to come, and they will stop you, they will ask you where you are going, why you are going, you can't move like this. So the situation is very fearful in the state right now.
The signs of Kashmir's matters were visible ever since the Amarnath Yatris were stopped from going there on the basis of and on the conclusion that they found a sniper rifle which belonged to Pakistan, which the news later was found out to be a lie. And these lies were built upon so that the Kashmiris could be filled in with 28,000 soldiers. And ever since then, the Kashmiris have not been able to communicate within the state and outside the state. But there was another matter that happened over there, which was the division of Jammu and Kashmir into Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So how do Kashmiris look at that, and what kind of pain or what kind of feeling do they have regarding this matter?
Bifurcation of the state is a very big thing. You have divided Ladakh into a separate union territory and Jammu and Kashmir in a separate union territory with a assembly. In so-called democracy, there is a thing that you have to take consent of the people. You cannot just start doing and implicating things on your own because of your own personal choices and your own ideology. It's a democracy, not a dictatorship. I'm so sorry for that. So you need to indulge people in whatever decisions you are making and not just doing it as you want.
We have seen Kashmiris in our colleges, in our schools, and they have been our friends, our families. And no matter how many times they portray Kashmiris as the stone pelters, they are our friends, and they have dinner with us, they eat with us, and they get up and they get out with us. So these kind of images, what do you think that the government is trying to portray when they portray the Kashmiris as stone pelters and violent human beings? And do you see some kind of propaganda behind these actions that the government is spreading?
Obviously, like, it's a basic thing. Nobody would be happy to sacrifice his life for 500 or 1000 rupees. They say that they are paid, and that's why they do stone pelting, because of a small amount of money, but nobody is willing to give his life for a 500 or a 1000 rupee note. It's a very common sense that nobody's life is saleable for rupees 500 or 1000. Nobody will do that. If somebody is going and coming on roads and doing stone pelting against the army or the government or whatever, for whatever reason he is doing that, there must be a strong reason apart from money of amount 500 or 1000 rupees.
Just like Mannat said, that there has to be a great reason for people to come out on streets with stones in their hand to fight against those who have bombs and guns in their hands. This kind of pressure being created in Jammu and Kashmir has not only shamed India, but the certain reactions that is coming out from the BJP leaders and major leaders from our country who talk in an indecent manner about the Kashmiri women. Why don't we have a Kashmiri who can reply to their actions and to their replies over here?
Yeah, exactly. A member of BJP said now we can marry Kashmiri girls, and this is such a disgraceful statement a person, a politician, a leader can ever give to his society and to the people of a country. these kind of statements are not expected out from a leader who is in politics and stuff like that. You cannot treat women like a property. They are not a property that you can hold.
Have you ever faced the fact that as a Kashmiri you have to prove your nationality and that you are a true Indian to people, whether in your college or on the streets, or people that you have known ever since? So, and if so, that how did you react and how do you want your Kashmiri brothers to react in the conditions that are so severe right now?
Right now, if we don't speak right now, then we won't be ever able to speak about what is happening right now to the state and to the people over there. Like, can you imagine not talking to your family for 4 days at a stretch and not knowing how they are they even alive or not? What is happening to them? Are they fine? The stress, you cannot imagine what kind of a suffering the students who are outside the state are going through. So we have to stand for this, and this is completely unjustified what has happened.
Kashmir, a valley between two beautiful mountains, is being turned into a war zone and into a war ground. And seeing this has been a very painful act, and we would like to thank the Kashmiris who are here to stand for their brother and are raising their voices. 4 days ago, we saw 28,000 troops of Indian military enter the borders of Jammu and Kashmir. And ever since that time, we have not heard or we have no knowledge of what's going on in Kashmir. And in a matter that has to be answered by the Kashmiris, we have not heard any Kashmiri voice coming up and asking their rights from Kashmir itself. So we are here right now in Jantar Mantar and we have our Kashmiri brothers here protesting against these actions of Indian government and the Indian military. And we would really like to know that what do they have to say about these actions. So, may I first know your name? So, you are here in Delhi for how long? And recently, 4 days ago, you are very much aware about it that Indian military sent 28,000 troops, and ever since then the Kashmiri condition has been in a state of a curfew. So have you been able to contact any one of your members from your family, and what are the things going on in your mind right now?
About the military, we already have more than, I don't know exactly what the amount, but it's more than 67 lakhs. We already have it. These 50,000 don't matter. If you ask me, it's a slap in the face of the Indian, like we would consider it Indian before this. This was the connection between India and because Kashmir is a global doing this doesn't solve the issue. If it does, I mean, we will welcome it. But I am very hopeful, and I know this is not going to going to take exactly.
Not only did we see a closure of Kashmir, but we also saw a division of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So, how do you see this division, and how much and what does it make you feel, and how much hurt are you by these actions of the government?
Some of the parts of Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh with Pakistan, and some of it is with China, some of it is and now you are dividing it again. So that is heartbreaking for us.
I have had many Kashmiri friends, and one of my friends is actually in Kashmir right now, and so I am not able to contact him. And personally, I have never had any experience by any Kashmiri who have showed any signs of not being an Indian. So how does this affect to your nationality, and does it demotivate you in any way, or does it actually motivate you to be a true Indian? And how do you see this, and how do you want to react to this matter?
Like I said in the start, when we said this is Islam on with being an Indian, we consider himself an Indian, Islam on with. The only reason we exist in India was secularism, and this is Islam and democracy. This is Islam right on with.
Thank you so so much, Ubaid. And here we had a Kashmiri with us standing here who did not mention even for once that he is a Kashmiri because his heart forever has been with India. So the question arises that if a step like 370 has been taken, then why the Kashmiris have been neglected and why the Kashmiris were left out in these decisions. And the government must answer these questions in spite of the actions they are planning to take again in the future. Thank you.